This is When Rom Met Com, the podcast where we break down what makes a date movie a great movie. We're currently working our way through Vanity Fair's list of the 42 best romantic comedies of all time to see if they had us at hello or were a big mistake. Huge. I'm Jack, and with me, as ever, is my BFF, Nora.
So we are joined today by two of our dream guests, all the way back from the But I'm a Cheerleader episode. We have got Rachel Kamerman and Eddie Schmidt. Rachel is a production designer. We know her best for her work on But I'm a Cheerleader. And Eddie is a documentary producer who we know best for This Film Is Not Yet Rated, but also for his exceptional hot gluing work on But I'm a Cheerleader.
Indeed.
Sorry, I panicked. Was that an acceptable intro?
Do you want more to yours? I think yours is a little juicier.
Well, I'm both a producer and director, and I was nominated for an Academy Award and some Emmys. So, yeah.
Do you want to name anything that?
Sure. I mean, Chelsea Handler's documentary series. I was the showrunner director, and Ugly Delicious, another Netflix show with Chef David Chang, and I was showrunner director on. So, yeah.
Wow.
Some cool stuff. Valentine Road is a very serious documentary for HBO. Twist of Faith, another series.
That's the one he was nominated for an Oscar for.
I mean, we say we know Rachel best from But I'm a Cheerleader, but also fucking Gilmore Girls. And of course, one of my classic favorites, Van Wilder, Party Liaison.
Which Eddie also was called in to string the beads for the strip club.
I didn't get credit
Hot
for
gluer
that.
and bead stringer?
Yeah, I didn't get a bead stringing credit.
Do you see
on
a
that
pattern, though, if he comes to visit me on? Now, I mean, clearly those were in the days before I was union. So now you couldn't touch a thing.
I couldn't, but on Gilmore Girls, I got to do 2 lines of voiceover that I still get, $12 checks to this day.
Yes, he gets residuals on Gilmore Girls. I did 56 episodes. I get 0 back end, and he still gets paid for doing like 2 or 3 hours
Screen
of work.
Actors Guild.
Yes. So
Amazing. But have you ever gone to his documentaries and glued anything?
No. He's had his own, if needed, you've had your own production designer or art director on any.
But when I did a live show, when I did sketch comedy, Rachel did our innovative production design.
Amazing.
Yes.
Love that.
Yes.
Can you guys give us a little bit of a history with you and romcoms?
I mean, for me, I've loved them, I think, ever since as I grew up, reading Judy Blume, and then Forever was very impactful to me as a young person. I don't ever tire of them. I'm a little bit more critical of some of the newer ones because I read the books first. So I have more opinions about them, I think. But I whether it's like a typical trope, I just love the idea of falling in love and the different ways people can approach relationships. So yeah, I'm all in on all of it. Yeah, so huge fan. I cannot get enough of the rom-com genre. What about you, sir?
For me, I actually kind of going through your episodes, I realized I like a lot of romantic comedies. I'm more com than rom, but if there's good com, I'm in for the rom. But I think it's interesting, like the line of divide. So Groundhog Day, great. Broadcast News, great. And there's plenty of comedy in those movies. And many others, but then it's like Big Top Pee-wee. I don't know. There's 2 love interests in that movie. Is it a romantic comedy? Probably not. But there are a lot of comedies that have romance in them, and I tend to veer more towards the com.
I like that there have been 2 Pee-wee movies where he kind of has 2 romantic interests. Everybody wants to fuck Pee-wee, really. That's what life's really all about.
Great.
Oh, brilliant. Well, let's jump into the film we're talking about.
Yeah, what are we talking about today, Jack?
So today we're talking about number 3 on the list of the 42 best rom-coms according to Vanity Fair. We are talking about Clueless. And I couldn't be more happy that you requested this episode.
Yeah, so tell me, you requested this from the list of rom-coms. So tell me, what is your connection to Clueless?
Well, I moved to LA in 94. And since that was made in 95, I mean, I was obviously not in high school when I moved here, but there's something about the landmarks and how iconic LA is portrayed, other than Valley Girl, which is another favorite, but Clueless kind of, fit in, and it's pretty epic. And then the more I watch it, there's a few, rom-coms that I love that just keep getting better. And this is one of them. Like, I don't get tired of it. I just notice something new or appreciate something more.
And Eddie, were you on board with the choice?
Very much so. Yeah. I mean, I saw this film when it came out in theaters. As a rule in the 90s, I did try to see a lot of movies.
Yeah.
I was like excited to be in the place that movies were made, and especially, big comedies. And Paramount had a run of big comedies that, Tommy Boy and all these other Naked Gun series of films. So, okay, it's from Paramount. And Amy Heckerling, I was like, Fast Times was great. I was also a big fan of Johnny Dangerously. And I thought, okay, this is going to be good. This looks good. And I wasn't disappointed. I really enjoyed it. And it is one of those films, as we've discovered, because we actually watched it twice in the long run up to recording this. And it's always delightful. Like, it's just, it's really fun, and you don't get sick of it. It is a film that could come on at any time, and you're going to get sucked in and start watching it again.
Yep.
I mean, completely. I rewatched it yesterday and finished it off this morning. And the thing that really stuck out to me is I've seen this film so many times, and I was laughing so hard. Eddie, you are right. Like, Paramount had this weird power in the 90s. I don't know what was going on with that studio then, but that, like, the Wayne's World movies, the Addams Family movies, the Brady Bunch movies, they seem to tap into something of the era in comedy. And I think it's like, they also did like all the Saturday Night Live movies and stuff. They seem to be really into, they're not countercultural, but they felt like quite like culturally defining of the time.
I agree.
And I can't think of another studio that did something like that.
No, and I wonder, like, I think it was a Sherry Lansing era, so maybe we can give her credit for that, for shepherding those films. But it's interesting too. I wonder, sometimes studios fall into a line of things that is sort of a businessy decision, but it works. Like, at the time, comedies in the theaters were doing well, but also they didn't cost as much as, they were more modestly budgeted. And so at that time, which I think was better for the film industry, they're like, yeah, we can make a comedy for 15 or 20 million and it's going to make 40 million or something. And that's fine. That's a double. We can have singles, doubles, and triples. Not everything has to be a home run, and I think we've lost that a little bit with theatrical comedies, and it is really fun to watch a comedy with a crowd.
Shall I jump into the stats for Clueless?
The stats?
Yes.
Yeah. Clueless is directed by Amy Heckerling, as we've already mentioned, and written by Amy Heckerling as well. It stars Alicia Silverstone, Paul Rudd, Stacey Dash, Brittany Murphy, Donald Faison, and the great Dan Hedaya. It was released on the 19th of July, 1995. I would have been a wee 5 years old. It was made on a budget of $12 million. In the US, it grossed $56 million and went on for a worldwide total of $88 million. Which is pretty great turnout.
A good return, yeah.
And
on Rotten Tomatoes, it has an approval rating of 82%.
That seems low.
It feels stupidly low.
I mean, but Rotten Tomatoes, sometimes people just want to go on and hate, and so it drags the median down.
Yeah.
But I mean, I messaged Nora earlier today, and it was just like, I'm going through my Letterboxd and just harshly judging everyone who has Clueless at less than 4 stars.
I think that's a good way to measure if they're your people or not.
IMDb describes this as shallow, rich, and socially successful Cher is at the top of her Beverly Hills high school pecking scale. Seeing herself as a matchmaker, Cher first coaches 2 teachers into dating each other. This is terrible.
What? What? Okay, Vanity Fair. In adapting Jane Austen's Emma about a scheming matchmaker surprised by her own romance for mid-90s teenagehood, writer-director Amy Heckerling invented her own idiom. Baldwins, Monets, and Cake Boys all swirl happily in the orbit of Cher Horowitz, a shallow Beverly Hills princess of hidden depth, played brilliantly by Alicia Silverstone in a generation-defining performance. There would be no Regina George without Cher. Heckerling's world, which includes an adorable Paul Rudd as a just slightly problematic love interest, is lively and silly, but also sharp. this movie's critique and veneration of teen culture may look quaint in the era of Instagram stars, but Clueless still stands sturdily in its platform sneakers as one of the best of the genre. Of several genres, in fact. Has there ever been a better teen comedy? As if. And that is Richard Lawson.
Well said.
That's pretty great. That's better than these other blurbs. I'll just say that.
Well, I think it probably is my favorite teen movie. Right off the bat, this is a movie I grew up watching. My mum was a big fan of this movie. I remember watching it first when it was on the BBC. I don't think I entirely got it because I was probably about 8 years old, and I thought the main character's name was Clueless.
That's so cute.
I did that with films as a kid. I always thought the main character in Casablanca was called Casablanca.
Isn't it, in a way?
I love that. You would be right for the Addams Family. I mean, that,
yeah,
right.
Because as a kid, when you're watching movies, a lot of films for kids are like the name of the main character.
Yeah,
right.
Harry and the Hendersons. I know who Harry is.
Curious George. Yeah.
Exactly.
Diary of a Wimpy Kid.
Yeah, he's a wimpy kid.
His name is Wimpy Kid. Yeah. Come on, Wimpy Kid.
But yeah, it's one that's just been with me forever. And I don't think until recent years I've realized, oh wait, I actually think this is kind of a masterpiece. And also, I don't know if there are many characters in films who I relate to more than Cher Horowitz.
Really?
Do tell. I was just going to say, do tell.
So I am like a die-hard in the wall optimist. I like to see the best in people. I like to believe the best in people. And I also like to, like, my favorite thing is being able to make someone I care about happy. And I just see a lot of that in Cher.
Yes.
I see a lot of like the same sort of like romantic like struggles I have, like trying to figure out what I want while I'm standing in front of a fountain.
Yeah, very well lit fountain.
I mean, I'm not a pretty blonde girl in Beverly Hills, but you know, I am Cher Horowitz in a way. I aspire to be Cher.
There's a pretty blonde girl inside of you.
Yes.
From Beverly Hills somewhere.
But I love the optimist perspective. And I think that the difference, you know, I mean, not that Emma wasn't outspoken, but clearly it's a different time.
Yes.
And so I think that within the context of Clueless, Cher was given this strength from her father to be very outspoken. That was kind of a thing of like, oh, you could actually get your grade raised by, you know, arguing or debating or any of that. So she was, you know, always, you know, challenged in that way from her father.
That beautiful line of, I couldn't be prouder if they were actual grades.
Exactly. Exactly.
Their relationship in this movie is very important to me.
Well, and what makes her, and I think what makes the movie continue to last is she, you know, on paper, you could hate that character, that she is this rich girl from Beverly Hills who has everything. You could imagine that they would, you know, if we focus test this, you know, people won't like her. But because, first of all, Alicia Silverstone is so adorable and delightful in the role, but it's also written that she's inclusive. She cares about people, but there's not a mean bone in her body.
Yeah.
She's not dismissive. And again, in the run of comedies in the 90s, it certainly would have been easy to have a heroine who got off these, you know, cutting remarks towards you name it, right?
She's a little spicy at the beginning, though. Yeah. That montage where she pushes, like a guy comes up to her and she pushes him.
But that's empowering. That's a guy who deserves to be pushed away. Like she never punching. She doesn't punch down.
No. The only times I don't love like what she's doing is when she's quite dismissive of Travis at the Val party.
Yes.
But like that is
Travis Birkenstock.
Yeah.
Because he's such a sweetie.
She has her mind set on something else, and to be honest, I do get that.
Yeah.
Yes, I think it's more about that than that he's lesser than, and more about like, no, I'm trying to set you up for success.
He's a roadblock between her and between Ty and Elton.
Yeah.
That's, you know, I think that's like kind of the beautiful adaptation that Amy Heckerling does from Emma is we need to think someone is of a lower level as she wants Elton to be the choice for Brittany Murphy's character. So I think that it's played so well in a modern way. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like the social politics of high school as opposed to the like class.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
That sort of formula is just kind of sticking to the Emma storyline in a way. So she has to dislike somebody because she's trying to position Ty in a better place. But how she takes her in right away that's such a sweet scene, that introduction of Brittany Murphy coming into
Brittany
the cast.
Murphy.
And again, Dion is kind of like, no,
Right.
our social stuff.
Right.
Right.
But she gets on board pretty fast in her
'Cause it's a
defense.
makeover.
And I do love the makeover.
I love any makeover scene, but this one especially is so good. So good.
So good.
Yeah, I love it as well because Ty is unsure of it throughout the whole thing. And you're watching how this girl is going to blossom into something else. Like when she's cutting her shirt to show her midriff, and Ty's like, no, but then they show her and she's like, oh, I do look cute. And then doing the buns of steel. My buns don't feel nothing like steel.
Well, Brittany Murphy, so I'm originally from Staten Island, New York, and Brittany Murphy reminds me of so many like Staten Island-y girls, and I wondered, Amy Heckerling, just kind of who she is and what she's about, and being in New York, I was like, does Amy Heckerling see herself in the sort of Brittany Murphy character? Like, yeah, I'm from New York. Yeah, I don't know what to do here. Like.
I can see that because you like look at any picture of Amy Heckerling and it's not Cher. It's miles away.
Right. It's much more Brittany Murphy.
I do like that in that makeover, they do not actually fundamentally change her.
Right.
Like her hair is still curly, like they don't like flat iron it, which is what you would expect in those like, like the Princess Diaries. It gets all this criticism now for them just straightening her curly hair. It's like she looks like herself. She just looks like herself in a cute, flattering outfit.
Yeah. It's easy to say Brittany Murphy is a beautiful girl no matter what. Like quickly on this, because we've mentioned like how wonderful Alicia Silverstone is in this and Brittany Murphy. Honest to God, I think, speaking to an Academy Award nominee, I think the Academy Awards fucked up. These two needed nominations.
Yeah.
I don't think there's quite a performance like Alicia Silverstone in this. I think it's incredibly charming and just right off the bat, and like exactly who this character is because of how she's being portrayed. And such a deft comic performance as well. I know Susan Sarandon won in 1995, and she's fantastic, and she deserves an Oscar. But damn it if I don't think Clueless is severely absent.
Well, comedies become part of like other award shows.
Yeah.
It's never. Has there ever been anyone who won for?
Rarely. Occasionally, like Diane Keaton, right, for Annie Hall. Like it's rare, but it would be. Yeah,
it's tough.
It's tough. Certainly not like the usual crowd-pleasing comedies wouldn't go for that.
Like we get like stuff where like Melissa McCarthy's nominated for Bridesmaids,
right,
and Robert Downey Jr. nominated for Tropic Thunder.
It's rare.
Yeah,
but I honestly think this might be one of my all-time favorite performances.
Yeah, well, and it's interesting too because I'll say this: oftentimes you don't necessarily recognize this, but when a cast is all calibrated and all their performances are really good, that is great direction. In other words, you don't watch this film and go, oh, there's some great performances, but this supporting character is really in another movie. And so I think Amy Heckerling did a great job directing these actors and bringing them. She must have clearly appreciated and loved them because they're giving their best stuff, even in the smaller roles, even down to the great Twink Kaplan.
Yeah.
Yes.
Twink Kaplan is one of Heckerling's best friends.
That's right.
So you can kind of like, I can't think of a single performance which feels out of place.
No,
not at all.
Down to like the mugger,
I was just about to say that. The mugger who got like 20 minutes notice before he showed up to set to replace someone they fired.
Oh, really?
I didn't know that.
Yeah, he like happened to be driving through the valley and got a call from Scott Rudin, and they were like, we need someone to do this little scene.
Oh my.
And he wore like what he was wearing.
It was perfect. It was perfect.
It's such a good like I will seriously shoot you in the head. Like
That's incredible. I didn't know that.
The thank you when he runs away was his ad lib as well, which I really love.
Such a funny ad lib, but also like kind of adds to the tension of the scene.
Yeah. Well, you're just like, this guy's got a backstory. Like he's doing this for a reason, you know?
Well, and also with the performance, like you mentioned Dan Hedaya earlier, it's like they could have had other bigger actors play that role, but he's perfect. And and Amy Heckerling realized that. And you know, I don't know what she had to go through to land on him, or you know, if she had to lobby for him or whatever, but he's the perfect father. He was
another Rudin pick, I believe.
Oh, okay.
They wanted Jerry Orbach, but he couldn't get out of Law and Order.
Fine, but Dan Hedaya, there's something.
He's both intimidating and yet you kind of want to give him a cuddle.
Right.
And he's got great delivery.
So I mean, it's
get out of my chair.
It's so bright, so good.
Yeah, his rat-a-tat rhythms are perfect.
And the scene where he comforts Cher near the end when she's like walking outside his office is really lovely.
Yeah.
Like you feel that father-daughter bond. And when he's like, I've not seen someone do this much good since your mother. It's so nice.
Right. Yeah.
He's very sweet with her.
Yeah, it's really interesting. It's just genius that everybody they brought in is so good.
We just covered 10 Things I Hate About You,
which I love,
which has the same casting director as this.
So good.
And you kind of get the sense like, oh, well, this person like found the best like teen stars.
Yeah.
But the casting process for this was fascinating. Like it reads like a list of like who's who, you know. I mean, so does the film itself, but like Ben Affleck was a strong consideration for Josh. Sarah Michelle Gellar for Amber. My cousin, Natasha Gregson Wagner, for a small role.
Wait, that's your cousin?
That's my cousin.
Sidebar later. Go ahead.
Okay.
Very cool.
Breckin Meyer's best friend, Seth Green, for Travis as well.
Yes. I could see that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To be honest, though, I can see it, but I think Breckin's just got that he's got a real charm about him.
Oh my God.
He's so sweet.
I mean, it really... Not that anyone cares for my notes, but like there's no notes. I have no notes. When you watch something and you're like, A+ everyone, like each scene is delivered and done so well.
Well, I was going to say, if you think back again, Fast Times at Ridgemont High, Amy Heckerling, like look at who she is cast in that movie, right? I mean,
exactly.
Even in the small roles.
I'm all about Ray Wilson in that movie.
Yeah, he is excellent. Mr.
He
Hand.
is great. Oh, I love that movie too.
You dick.
I do too.
And also, I can't go through this list of like this wonderful cast without mentioning the great Wallace Shawn.
I guess I don't know how old he was, but in the movie they say he's 47, and I thought he is, but he's just always Wallace Shawn.
He looks the same, like in Princess Bride. Anything like he just stays the same.
Wallace Shawn was born like that. Like...
Totally. Well, there are babies that look like Wallace Shawn, but usually later you become like a child or a teenager. I think Wallace Shawn baby stayed to be Wallace Shawn old man. But yeah, he's wonderful.
I also think he's had that voice since he was born as well.
That's how he cried.
Yeah. No, but right. Every role is perfect.
Yeah, it's so, and of course, I feel like the story everyone talks about now is how Paul Rudd just looks exactly the same.
Yes.
Frightening.
It's weird. He does.
How does he do that?
I don't know.
Disturbing on some level. He's got like a Dorian Gray portrait somewhere. Like
it's wild to think this movie is, 31 years old, and he's now an Avenger. He only got cast as Avenger like 10 years ago.
Wild.
Good run.
There's a really cute anecdote about Alicia Silverstone's casting because she didn't audition. She was in this series of Aerosmith music videos, and that's what she was known for. This is news to me. So that's what she was known for, but she also did a film, and so there was originally a different casting director on it before it moved studios, but the original casting director and Amy Heckerling were having a conversation about Cher, and one of them said, "Oh, you have to see this girl from this film,
from The Crush."
And there we go. And the other one said, "Oh no, I want the Aerosmith girl." And they were arguing about it, and it turned out it was the same girl.
That's funny.
That's great.
One thing I should bring up, Nora, you're new to this film.
I had never seen it.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know. Somehow I think I was like a little too young when it came out, and then it just no one ever put it on at a sleepover.
Yeah.
I just missed it.
Early on in our friendship, I was like shocked that you'd never seen Clueless.
It's shocking. I agree. I've now seen it 3 times.
I'm a little bit jealous in a way because you got to discover it later.
Yeah, you weren't like watching it like I was at 8 years old, being like, her name is Clueless and she's silly.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I was a fully grown adult the first time I watched it, so I could get some of the jokes maybe that I definitely wouldn't have gotten as a kid. I think we were talking about Oscar nominations this movie should have had. Screenplay. Why wasn't it nominated for the screenplay?
I know, it's a very witty screenplay. I mean, she's a good joke writer, but then there's great structure and great character development. Like she did it all. Yeah.
Yeah,
the dialogue's insane. Like my favorite line is that, like, you guys talk like grown-ups. Oh, well, it's a really good school. Because that just explains, because you're like, why are you talking like this? But it never feels out of place. It never feels like they wouldn't. And you're like, oh, it is just a really good school.
And that's also just coming after, like, I really love the Murray-Dion relationship because as like infantile as it gets when they're like sort of fighting, when they are having like he is having the conversation with her about like how he calls her woman is not actually supposed to be degrading.
Right,
and then I think the way he treats her after the freeway incident is so lovely. And it's the thing where you watch it and like Cher's just like, oh, I kind of want someone to treat me like that after I fail my driving test.
What you were saying though, it never lets up. I think it is a really zippy pace. And I do think that might be one of the reasons why it still feels fresh. And because pacing has only gotten faster, particularly with like editing. I'm assuming this film was edited on film at the time, or if not, it was at the very nascent stages of electronic, digital editing. But it just has that crackerjack pace, and it doesn't feel frenetic. It just feels like it has energy and fun. Like I think that sort of the speed of the film matches the kind of fun of the performances, really.
Just the way the dialogue is delivered, it's almost like Hawksian. It's so rat-a-tat-tat back and forth. The little back and forths between Cher and Josh are one of the big reasons I come back to this movie. The little scene where she's watching Ren and Stimpy, and this is another reason I relate to Cher. I'm like, I watch Ren and Stimpy and Beavis and Butthead. This is very much me. And the real world.
The real world,
well.
yeah. I was obsessed with
my cynicism was just like, oh yeah, Paramount owns all those shows. That's MTV, Nickelodeon.
Yes.
They can show that stuff.
It is true.
Promoting their shows. I mean, it works, but yeah.
But I mean,
it felt of the time. I mean, MTV. Oh, wait.
What?
I'm staring at an MTV logo as I said MTV all by accident. Did you know you had that?
Yeah, because that's my
anyway.
It's a catfish rap present.
Yes, but yes, I mean the real world, and so I think it was all kind of.
I love that.
Again, it really captured that era so well, and you kind of want those things to be immortalized. There's a little bit of a time capsule in there, but you can watch it and it doesn't feel stagnant or old.
We talked a bit about the editing there. I'd be remiss to go without saying that this is shot by the great Bill Pope. Like, it just looks like a movie should look.
It does, right? I think that's the thing that I have an issue with some of the newer rom-coms that are being made. Not all, but some, that there's an aesthetic choice in the way, not just production design, but especially in the way that the cinematography captures it. It's like a rom-com needs to still feel like a feature film.
Yeah.
Well, snap. There's a lot of snap to it and a lot of color.
Yeah.
And I think there's been some articles about this, about how in the streaming era, films have changed the way, like there's a sludgy look sometimes.
I get that, but sometimes it's also too colorful and looks like somebody just went to Home Goods and like picked like teal and yellow, and please, that is not a color palette for an entire fucking rom-com. I'm sorry, it makes me it literally makes me lose my mind. So
if you look in the As If book, like they talk so much about how Bill worked with the costume designers and production designers to make sure like everything had like a reason, how to shoot, how to lens everything, and what filters to use on different actresses. It pays off in spades, because I honestly think watching this movie is almost like visual prose.
Yes,
I was gonna say Candy.
You can stay with Candy. I'm going to lean into the Prozac because what is really helpful in that collaboration is that no one is pulling the attention away from the other. So you can see that the production design and the set decorating is very supportive to the wardrobe and pleases the lens. Like you're not looking at a flat wall. You're not looking at something that's uninteresting. So you can tell, like, to me, that's always like the beautiful triad between a DP, production design, and costume design, when there's a beautiful balance and you can see the story and you're not distracted.
And it's perfect world building as well.
Yes.
That we are invited into this world, which obviously does exist, but it's not one that we all have access to. It's obviously more ostentatious than it is in real life, but it's said in such a way that we're like, yeah, this is, just as compelling as building a world for like Star Wars or something like that, because you have this world of California and Beverly Hills and the Valley. Everything about it just pops, and you kind of want to know everyone in this world.
Mm-hmm. I mean, it feels about as far away from my life as Star Wars does, to be fair. So it's like a magical world.
One thing I will say, that even though we know that Cher and Dion, that they live in Beverly Hills, there's the one kind of the scene where she's like, really reflecting and realizes that she loves Josh is on Rodeo Drive. But everything else that's either in the West Side Pavilion, they're at Contempo Casual for real. They're not shopping at crazy high end that I think maybe a more contemporary adaptation might do. They're still shopping where the normal kids shopped. So that I think is an interesting note. They could have been like really designer crazy, and instead they were still, regular mall girls, not always on Rodeo Drive. We only saw that once.
Good point. And it's a public school as well. It's not like they're at boarding school or something.
Yes. And the whole idea of the cliques and everything too. I think that is always really important for any high school. Sometimes like when people cast extras, it becomes blurred and everybody looks the same. And I think it's really important to always remember that it's different groups.
I was going to say there's the running gag in this film of people who got nose jobs.
Oh my God.
In multiple scenes that people have the bandages on their noses.
That so much. There was really one chin implant. We had one chin. And then even when they're at the coffee shop, like there's always in the extras, they always had the bandages of a nose job, like ever present, which is just like chef's kiss.
Which also then, of course, leads to the line of I'm not supposed to be involved in any activity where balls comes flying at my face.
Bada bing!
Right. So
there goes your social life.
Yeah, on my first watch, I put in my notes, why is everyone at this school getting plastic surgery? Like, it's such a good bit.
It was a thing, though. I mean, I had a nose job. I mean, that was like a thing even where I grew up, too. So it was... But we didn't walk around school like you did it in the summer. It wasn't like that. It was a little more discreet.
That's the best part, is that they are just sitting in school, just bandaged up.
Yeah, it's pretty great.
But it's just like, everybody does it, so why not?
Right, there's no shame.
There was no shame.
Cher is someone who I don't think feels much shame.
No.
She regrets like certain things, but she is someone who is very proud of what she does.
Yes.
Yeah.
To the point where obviously Josh pushes her into, he's like, if I ever saw you do something that wasn't
self-serving.
Self-serving.
Yeah.
I'd die of shock. And she's like, enough reason for me to do it.
Funny.
Yeah.
Good one, Cher.
Cher's very clever. Like, she has great comebacks.
Some of the way that Cher speaks is based on the way that Wallace Shawn speaks, because he's good friends with Amy Heckerling, and she would steal from his way of speaking to inform Cher, which is the funniest.
I can 100% picture Wallace Shawn being reason enough for me to do it.
Right. Or like, I was brutally rebuffed.
That is, I would never have.
I know. I wouldn't know that.
I can also picture Cher just going, inconceivable.
Right.
Wait, right.
Of course.
Right.
But does he also mispronounce Haitians? Did you get that from him too?
One of the greatest accidents in accidental things that happens in film history Amy Heckerling talks about how, like, when it happened, she had to, like, stop the script supervisor from running over to her to tell her how to pronounce it properly. You know, she's like, no, let her do it. Let her roll. And
that's also what it looks like. That's how it looks like it should be pronounced. Hadians.
Yeah.
It's not Heishi.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And her speech is great.
Yeah.
I love
I
it.
know.
Does not say RSVP on the Statue of Liberty.
Really, I mean,
Amber's response. I'm always annoyed with Amber. I'm like, you can definitely make a response to that.
Yeah, you know Amber just didn't prep either.
Yeah. She's talking about some little party. It was his 50th birthday.
A take that really pisses me off is people saying that Cher is stupid.
No.
Because she's obviously not.
Cher is the prototype for Elle Woods.
Yes.
Like, you know, she is like smarter than she looks. And this idea that, like, you know, she helps out with her dad's case. Obviously, the September 5th call is a dicey move. But, like, you know, she knows what she's doing. She's smart enough to survive, essentially, you know?
Yes.
In a very kind of, because yes, she has money and looks, but you know, people can eat you alive even with those. And she makes her way through and holds her head up high. And I think she is clever. And the I can't remember the exact line, but when Josh is like, do you know what you're talking about? She's like, no, do I sound like I do? Like,
Such a cute moment.
Yeah.
I'm stealing that.
It's great. I know. So I think that's one of my favorite outfits of hers is the little purple cardigan over the purple top.
Oh, yeah.
So cute.
But I mean, you're selling her as like street smart, which I think is true to some extent, but she's also not book smart.
No.
Like her debates are not particularly well prepared, but her points are valid.
Yes.
She tells her mom's portrait she got like a 97% in geometry, which is very impressive.
Yes.
Yeah.
Her way to argue her grades is it's pretty intelligent.
Yeah. I will fight for Cher. Like the dumb blonde stereotype just personally offends me. So
Right.
Well, I recently sent you, Nora, a message that somebody tweeted at me when I heard about the Elle Woods TV series, and I tweeted out that I thought, like, well, that just sounds like a prequel to Legally Blonde. Just sounds like Clueless. We're finding out what happens to young Elle Woods. She's Cher Horowitz.
Right.
And someone came back to me. Elle is very smart, quick, innovative, iconic, driven gal.
And
Cher never makes one good decision in the whole movie. Her character is kind of awful. I refuse to believe they would do that to Elle. Two very different vibes. I'm sorry.
No.
okay.
I won't shout out the person's name, but like,
let's not dox them.
Yeah, but like, no, I think that's wrong. I think Cher is all those things and more. Like, and I don't believe she makes she makes all bad decisions.
As if.
Like, she has
if.
She has
Agreed.
decisions that like blow up on her.
Right.
Yeah.
But they're not because she made bad decisions.
Yeah, she's a little misguided.
But also it's a coming of age movie. You know, I know that we're talking about it in the context of a rom-com, but it's very, like, to go back to at least the clip that I saw of the But I'm a Cheerleader, what does it fall in? This very much feels like a coming of age movie and self-discovery, you know, as does Emma. Like, when you kind of realize, like, you think you approach life in one way and then there's growth. So, you know, the movie wouldn't be funny if she was so serious and so kind of perfect. It's the imperfections and the fumbles, I think, that are so utterly charming, and the best dialogue that tells us that story. So, yeah, I'm a huge Cher Horowitz fan too.
As am I, in case you can't.
No.
We are Cher Horowitz apologists. We will defend her.
We will, to the end.
Against the people
I
of
feel
Threads.
like apologist implies that she even
deserves apology, right? Yeah,
no, you're right.
We just stand by her.
Yeah.
Something that I noticed, there were like a few like little aspects that didn't age well, but not many, and not as many as you would expect from a movie in the 90s.
Right.
The main one that stuck out to me, there was one use of the R slur, which we don't appreciate.
Right.
Yes.
But I think that the main thing for me was the kind of fat phobia diet culture stuff where it shares like, oh, you have to cut your food into really tiny pieces so that you'll lose weight. And, oh, I just feel like a heifer because I had a mocha today. Or
though I'll say, I think the thing in that is how insane it actually sounds.
Yeah.
Yes,
I
but
do think that, like, I think it's playing on the trope of it.
it is. But at the same time, I am pretty sure I said all of those things, or those things were said to me, you know, when I was younger, like the cutting food into small pieces and like, oh, if you eat really slowly, if you wait 5 minutes between bites, it was like those kinds of things, which sound insane, but were very much like part of the culture.
Yeah.
Well, and especially in LA.
Yeah. Actually, the thing we should probably talk about a bit is, well, mentioned in the Vanity Fair article, slightly contentious relationship, which, yeah, people seem to think there is something wildly wrong with Josh and Cher getting together. And I think people need to get over themselves.
Yeah, I don't want to prime you two, although I think I just did with my face. What do you two think about that? Do you find the ex-stepbrother thing controversial?
I would like to address that.
Please.
With a bit of research that I have not completely vetted, although I did find it in 2 articles.
We love unvetted research.
No, but I found it in 2 articles that Heckerling explained that her grandparents met as teenagers after their respective parents, a widow and widower, living within a Jewish community, married. And because they were stepbrother and stepsister, the studio initially raised concerns. But Heckerling pushed back and saying that there was no biological relation and this type of marriage was practical and common in close-knit communities. So, I didn't have an issue with that. I will say that we talked about it because I said to Eddie, like, do you see a chemistry between them? And I didn't feel, which it's fine because it's almost a little bit of like enemies. I'm not going to say lovers, but enemies to something. Because of all the bickering. But I will say it's a great kiss.
It really is.
Like, it was shocking to me, like, oh, wait, that kiss is better than I expected. Good job.
Which kiss? The one on the stairs?
At the end.
The end.
The one at the wedding.
The one at the wedding.
The wedding,
Yeah.
yes.
The wedding one is a great kiss. The stairs is where I think I feel the most chemistry. It's partly the writing as well, but it's that, like,
it's a tender moment.
do you care about me? And it's just, oh God.
You think I'm beautiful?
Yeah.
Oh my God. Like, honestly, I was near tears watching it this morning. I was
Very
like,
sweet.
it's such lovely dialogue. And just the reverse shot of the two of them. They're so cute. I do see chemistry between them, to be honest. And I think it is just that sort of like bickery back and forth chemistry of the sort of like screwball comedy variety.
They do a good job of faking you out with, like, if you do not know what this movie is about, you would never see them ending up together.
Yes, and I think that was the intent. It's just more of, because maybe I'm such a mega fan of the rom-com, I'm always looking for like that yearning and that bit of chemistry that happens before the kiss, before anything. And I didn't see it, but I'm not upset about it because she's playing a 16-year-old. He's playing, is he like a college freshman or sophomore? I don't know.
Like 18, 18, 19.
So we're going to forget about California laws and all of that, and we're just going to embrace that story. That's fine.
That's the other,
16, 18.
But it's all kept pretty chaste, too.
Yes,
I mean,
is.
she's like, hey, I'm a proud virgin. You know, like everything is, it's hardly explicit. So you kind of are like, okay, I can go with it because it's sweet. And
it's very sweet. Yeah. It's very, very sweet.
Yeah. Rachel, you and I are the same person.
Yes.
Like, because the yearning thing, that is a point that I wanted to bring up, is there's one moment that I think if they had directed Paul Rudd slightly differently, that it would have sold the romance for me. It would have gotten me that last bit of the way there, which is when she calls after being mugged and he picks up and she says, oh, my date attacked me. I really wanted the romance novel hero reaction where he's like, oh no, like I wanted the protective instinct, and it's there because he does immediately drop what he's doing and go pick her up.
But he's not like,
but it reads more brotherly.
Right.
But I guess like for me, because he doesn't even really see her as a romantic viability. I mean, he's with another woman when she calls.
It happens later for him.
I think it kicks in just a few moments after that.
In the car
with the Hamlet section.
The girl, whatever girl he's with, is insistent that she's correct about the Hamlet quote, right? And Cher is correct.
Yeah.
And so he smiles and laughs and looks over.
And she's correct in her own sort of like 90s
Cliff Notesy way.
Girl way.
Yeah.
Which, you know, like I'm correct on this because of Mel Gibson. And I think he sort of likes that. He likes that, she's this sort of like bridge of worlds almost. I think what I like about their relationship, especially from Cher's point of view, is Josh is like the only guy who ever challenges her. He's the she does live this perfect world, as the TV theme song tells us. I don't know if you watched every episode of the Clueless show like I did.
Did not. I love that
Not
you did.
one.
It's 3 seasons. Yes.
Yeah. With most of the original cast returning.
Julie Brown, right?
And
is the gym teacher in the show, isn't she? Yep.
Yes. Yeah. And everybody but Alicia comes back. Even Paul Rudd shows up for a little bit.
He does.
Wow.
And a few episodes directed by Amy Heckerling. as well.
I didn't know. Maybe I have to go watch.
I know.
It is good. It's not perfect.
Right.
It's got a very good theme. Wallace Shawn comes back. And Twink Captain. Sadly,
He's
no
a
Dan
movie star
Hedaya.
by then. He's not going to do TV.
Yeah. Well, it was Michael Lerner who came to do it for the TV show.
Interesting.
Academy Award
Martin
nominee
Fink,
Michael
sure,
Lerner.
right.
Yeah. He's the only one who sort of makes her take stock of her perfect world and makes her think, how can it be better? And I like that she falls for the person like that. I mean, the only other person she falls for is essentially her mirror image.
Right, Christian. I know.
Yeah, which is lovely, but you can't fall for that.
Right.
Her and Christian are kind of a terrible couple, even if he wasn't gay.
Right.
Because they would just be sort of shopping and shopping and shopping.
Yes, exactly. There's not any growth there. And Josh gives her growth. And she gives Josh some, kind of.
Well, she allows Josh to come down off his fucking pedestal.
Yes.
Yeah.
That. I think that's what's really lovely about the two of them.
Yeah.
I should talk about Christian a bit because one of my favorite characters.
An interesting character for that time, certainly.
Yeah. Well, me and Nora just recently watched The Birdcage, and that's the same year as this. And my God, it feels like there was far more respect for homosexuality on the screen in these than there can be in some movies today.
Right.
Yes.
Right.
I love the way Christian is portrayed in this, and Nora and I were talking about his sort of refusal of sleeping with Cher earlier, and Nora was talking about how that would kind of crush Cher, but I think he does it in such a respectful manner where he's just like, "Oh, I'm sorry, I'm tired, but we're friends, right?"
Right. And then he asks for the kiss on the cheek.
Yeah.
Who is that actor? He was fantastic.
I think his name's Justin Walker.
Oh.
And I don't think he's done much else. Or he had just done one Domino's
really
before this.
Yeah, I was surprised. I had went and looked at his Wikipedia before we sat down, and I thought surely he's done some other big roles, but he hadn't. And I thought, why not?
He was really perfectly cast. And I will say, obviously we need that tension within the whole plot line, but there is something that it brought up a memory of when you're in high school and a new person comes that's really good looking, and what that does, the whole atmosphere completely shifts. That I texted, I'm one of my best friends since 7th grade is actress Rose Abdou, in case you know her from Hacks and Gilmore Girls and many things. I texted.
That's Raven.
Yes, exactly. And so I had Eddie pause the movie, and I texted her and I said, "Oh my God, you remember when Kenny Mayer walked into the room?" I literally had a flashback. So I had to stop the movie, had to have my own moment of when somebody walks into the classroom, and then we went on and got to appreciate Christian and his part in this film.
I mean, what I love about that as well is that Christian is seated early on.
The shared custody arrangement.
Right.
Yeah. So we're already who is this guy? He's clearly been buzzing throughout the school.
I love the way he speaks. I love how each character has their own very specific way of speaking. The thing about do you like, do you have the in on the best clam bakes or whatever? It's like such an incredible line.
Apparently all his stuff came from like a slang guide of like sort of like the Rat Pack sort of era. He's got the wonderful like you've got my marker when he leaves the girls with Josh.
Yes, right. Very Guys and Dolls.
Yeah.
His performance was so memorable that actually, having seen the film several times, when we watched it again this week, I was surprised at how late he actually comes into the film. It's really only like, it's about 40-ish minutes into the film. And in my memory of it, he's in there from the beginning or comes in 20 minutes in. Like I thought, wow, he's coming in now? Like because again, the character had stayed with me.
I mean, he does have a great entrance. And I will say, like, he's damn handsome. He is. Boy knows, as Dion's like, he does know how to dress.
Yes.
And I love the bit where he rescues Ty as well. When he
Very
just yells at
much.
those boys.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then like that, and then Ty's popularity, which knocks then Cher's whole status shifts. All of a sudden, she's not momentarily, but then that gives her pause to then reflect on everything and have that whole montage of,
Well, I also think she gets a chance to see how vapid some of their conversations can be.
Yes.
Because the way Ty talks about her near-death experience.
Yes.
And I love that Cher tries to jump in when I was held at gunpoint.
Right, and nobody
gives
shut
a
up.
fucking crap.
I know.
It's like, she's not wrong. Like, she actually did have a near-death
That's what
experience.
The problem is nobody saw that.
Yeah.
People saw the Ty thing.
Yeah.
But it's very like that goes back to Emma as well, where Harriet in the book is like just like slightly injured.
Yes.
And
Oh yeah, she goes over faint or something coming home from the ball.
yes, and then it's like everybody's like, oh my goodness, he rescued her.
Yeah. I really like that Christian, the scene where he rescues her at the mall, that happens after we find out that he's gay.
Yes.
And he does this kind of knight in shining armor,
Yes.
masculine sort of thing. It's like, I think a lesser movie would have set him up the same way, revealed he was gay, and then suddenly completely changed how his character was behaving and was portrayed.
Yes, that's an interesting point.
And Clueless did not do that.
No.
It wasn't a joke that he was gay. It was purely
Right.
just to take him out of
Right.
the romantic running for Cher
Right.
plot-wise.
Yeah. I thought it's a brilliant move. Yes.
I mean, he couldn't be secretly engaged because they are minors.
That's right.
So.
That's right.
Had to come up with something
way to
else.
handle the
It
story.
wasn't filmed in the
Yes.
South.
Yeah.
So, no.
Yeah, right,
Also,
right.
it gave us, because we could have thought, is he, kind of a vapid character because he cares about clothes, but we see that he's got such a strong value system and is brave and bold. The involvement of most of the characters is really fun and lovely to experience. And how many minutes is this movie?
96.
There you go. Yes,
It's wild. Like it covers so much ground.
it does.
And so much good music.
Yes. So much
Well,
good music.
That's a great transition because
Thank
we are
you.
running out of time. So we should move in to our closing segments. I think best song is going to be really hard because they're all the best
A lot
songs.
of good ones.
I mean, I am a big fan of the young dudes, like whether
Yeah.
Mock the Hoople singing it, David Bowie singing it, or World Party is covering it for this. Loved. But then I also loved the Counting Crows singing The Ghost in You. So I have a tie.
Another cover.
I have a tie. And and I have to give a shout out to that opening montage where Cher is like going to her computer and picking her outfit, and then David Bowie is singing Fashion. So I guess that's my
That's
trifecta.
great.
I know I should pick one. I can't. There are three.
Within the first 5 minutes, there's the Kim Wilde Kids in America cover. There's Bowie and No Doubt. This is all like,
Yes.
this is the zippy pace of the film, like all in the first few minutes. But my favorite song from it is the Supergrass. We are young, we are free. That is a great song. And
it is good.
It's so good. And like, I think it's been used, I think it was used in the TV show Girls. It's been used in other things because how can you not? It's great. And it's so cinematic and singable. So I love that song.
It's a real burst of like joy, that song. I love that song. But I'd be a liar to myself if I didn't put my girl Jill Sobel on the list.
Mm.
Supermodel.
Mm.
Also featured in my beloved The Brady Bunch movie. Another 1995 Paramount classic.
Yeah.
Yes.
They got a good deal on that song. Too funny.
Yeah, they did. I think it's funny, which it matches the tone. Like it's got sadly some of the eating problems that we brought up earlier, because there is the bit in the song.
I think it was meant to be satirical.
I do think it is supposed to be satirical. This is what I'm not going to eat today, and I didn't eat yesterday because I'm going to be a supermodel. But I think it's because it's played during Ty's makeover. And like they are treating Ty like a doll, and the way they talk about being a supermodel in that song is like being treated like a doll. I think that's where I land. Like my second choice would have been Kids in America.
That was also on my list. Although Rachel, if you could pick 2 out of your 3, I can donate you my space on the playlist.
Yes.
Because you feel strongly.
I mean, love David Bowie. I'm going to put him like above. He's like literally above. So fashion just went into another level. So I'm going to stick with All the Young Dudes and The Ghost in You.
Cool. Yeah, that works.
I also do love the use of funny enough, at one point I was thinking like, oh man, like this walk so Bridget Jones can run, and then they have the All by Myself section, and I was like, oh yeah, which is a really nice moment.
It is
a good one. Yeah, it's filled with great music, and the soundtrack, I mean, it is a good soundtrack, but a lot of it has so much more great music that's not on the commercially released soundtrack.
Yeah,
It does. It's you need that. You remember when they used to release second soundtracks for movies, right? Music from and inspired by.
Right.
Well, and I wonder too, because again, MTV was huge at this point and part of the Paramount empire, and so was that helpful in getting all the great music? You know, maybe it couldn't hurt.
This film was widely promoted on MTV as well. Like they lent into that.
I will say, from making films and shows, you know, there's nothing better than when you put a great piece of music up against picture and it just, your heart soars, you know, and the hairs on the back of your neck stand up and you go, oh my God, this is so great. And then it's like, can we get it? Can we clear this? You know? And when you can, I mean, it feels tremendous. You're like, I've got this song that I've always loved in my thing.
Right.
It's the best.
That's my secret. Well, if I wasn't a production designer, I would be a doctor. And if I had to pick something in the industry and not be the production designer, it would be a music supervisor, which I know is very difficult. And it's not about just picking great songs. It's all the negotiating. But what a lovely way to support a story. This one did it well.
I find myself paying more attention to music in films now because we have this segment, even if I'm not watching it for the podcast. Like I notice it so much more now. And I've realized just how much more work goes into it than I ever realized.
It's incredible. I mean, even in TV series, just looking like, you know, if you go to Spotify, a lot of series have like an episodic song list.
Yeah.
And it's so important. It's such an important thing.
Well,
so,
and you mentioned this film is not yet rated earlier. I mean, when we premiered at Sundance, we were able to use Beck's Sex Laws as the end credit song. So that's what we got up to. We, you know, big standing ovation. And that felt amazing. And then we couldn't afford to clear it, you know, when we were going to commercial release. And I was like, oh, the other song I would want to use is See No Evil by Television. And that we could clear. And I always loved the band Television. And so that again was like a real personal triumph, like how cool to have that song, you know, to this film that we made. So it's a joy every time to work with great music.
Oh, I love that.
I got a little distracted because I found out that there was a cancelled Clueless Nintendo DS game. Which
is it the wardrobe? Is it the picking out of the wardrobe? They just made
it
that
kind
into
of
an
is.
actual game?
It's not that. It's
It's not that.
It's called Clueless Fashion. So, you know,
all right,
it has been found, and like it can be played on emulators online. So for all you gamers out there, get on the we don't get many romcoms being adapted into video games.
No, why there's no Groundhog Day game? Come on.
Oh,
there is a Groundhog Day
game. And that is the only other one I know of. But I've played the virtual reality Groundhog Day game, and it is weird.
That's weird.
But yes, wouldn't do have done.
I would fully shove that guy off of me, the one who puts his arm around Cher, I would use that amount of force and I would not feel bad about it. She was absolutely right for that.
That's a good one.
Thank you.
That's a good one. I would set up 2 teachers, even if it didn't mean improving my grade. I would. I love that.
I love that.
I'm all about a romance. I'm a big fixer-upper person.
Oh, if you know anybody single, give me a call.
I'm going to start looking. We're going to sidebar, tell me your likes and dislikes and all the things.
Love that.
I'm not sure. I was going to say similarly, I would set up 2 teachers that I was like, okay, I would do that.
What?
Yeah, I think so. That would be fun. Yeah. Because you think about the inner lives of
We've
your
never
teachers.
set up anybody together, have we?
Well, we tried.
Oh my, wait a minute. Sorry, can we add something here? You tell
Please.
the story.
Well,
This should have been a have done.
You tell it. But we're not, we want.
Okay, this isn't,
Person will be unnamed.
we were not involved, but
No.
talking about fixing up, a friend of ours, who's literally my first friend that I met in LA, he is a single guy and was on one of the dating apps, and Alicia Silverstone, post-divorce, liked him, and he didn't pick her.
We were in.
Have not.
We
Like,
were in
he's
shock.
a madman.
We were in shock.
He's a madman, and now he regrets it.
Oh, of
Yeah,
course.
of course.
But I mean,
I regret it.
taught him. First of all, we didn't know this in actual real time because I would have
No, it
made
was
him
afterwards. We were like,
I would have
what-
made him sweat. Like, no, you have to go fix this
We're like,
terrible
why didn't
mistake.
you?
I think it was like the vegan thing, but he's very
Oh.
particular about food. So who
Could
cares?
have been the
Like,
vegan
really,
thing.
you're going to not go out with someone because they're vegan? That is absurd. That's ridiculous.
Anyway,
She's lovely. And so this is something that forever now.
We would have engineered that match. Come on.
And frankly, if I ever get the chance to redo it or anything, I would. I would. He was a fool.
Well, if he's not interested, I am.
Right?
Yeah, Jack's available.
Oh my God. So anyway, sorry. That was a little bit of a detour.
That's crazy.
Oh,
though.
that's such a good
It's
detour.
insane.
I would have been annoyed if we never went down that road.
It's insanity. And I mean, and he will never live it down.
You wouldn't.
I have 2 would do's.
Okay.
One is I would wear all the fashion in this movie.
Mm.
In fact, I have gone as boy version of Cher to a costume party.
Excellent.
Oh,
Excellent.
that's so good.
Which outfit?
The yellow plaid.
Of course.
Little yellow plaid trousers, yellow plaid jacket, the white shirt. The other thing I would do is sit on the couch with my crush and watch cartoons.
Cute.
That's super
That's
cute.
a big win for me.
I love that.
What wouldn't you do?
I wouldn't have dissuaded Ty away from Travis.
Yes.
That was one of mine.
Right.
Yeah.
That would have been it for me.
I mean, I do love that she gets with Travis after he's got off weed when he's in his 12-step program. But I'm also like, I don't mind if someone smokes dope, like that's fine with me. But I love his little 12s when he's donating his bongs.
Oh, and
to
the
the
kitchenware.
Pismo Beach
Kitchenware. That goes in kitchenware.
Kitchenware.
That's where I keep
So
it.
good.
I wouldn't keep dating someone who called me woman repeatedly when I asked him explicitly not to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That really
neither.
gave me the
No.
ick.
Yeah.
But he explains. He does it.
It's not a good enough explanation.
They're their own thing. I think they're almost a bickering older couple in a way. They're, you know, that
Yeah.
dynamic doesn't feel very high schooly to me. At least there's something about them that like they're going to be together through thick and thin. I think no matter what, they get on each other's nerves, but there's such a deep, sweet connection. So
I think
Yeah.
that ties back for me to the way they act after the freeway.
yes.
I like the Cher's talking about sort of how she's learning from all of her friends. And she says when they think nobody's looking, they're very considerate of each other.
Yes.
And I think that's such a sweet line because it's like their big fights are all for show. They're
Oh
like
my God.
performative.
In front of
Right.
everybody. Yes.
Oh, here I've got one. I got an idiosyncratic.
Yeah.
Wouldn't. I would not accept and drink coffee from somebody else's coffee container, particularly if I was a teacher and a student gave it to me. I would think this is laced, but also I would be thinking, germs. I don't know if I want this. I don't think I.
Oh,
yeah,
really?
I don't think
I feel like I would trust Cher.
Yes, and and it smelled good, and it was better than the teacher's lounge coffee.
I think I would pour it out.
Eddie's got standards.
All right, I have done.
I have been terrified by drivers in California.
Yeah.
This is similar to my one.
Like driving from the airport, like SFO, was like the scariest thing. And I wasn't even driving. I was like, we're going to die. I've never seen anything like it.
Yeah.
Yikes.
True.
I mean, yeah, I took a trip to Los Angeles with a friend of mine, and then we were going to drive down to Orange County. And she's like, yeah, I'll drive us. So we rented a car. And like the second we were in that car, she absolutely freaked out.
Oh, God.
Oh, no.
And I was like, I don't know what I can do. So I basically just had to give her moral support the whole time we were going there. And I bought her a big drink afterwards.
Oh, my God.
Afterwards, thankfully.
Afterwards.
What's yours?
Well, I had a joking answer and then a real one came into my head. So can I give both?
Yeah,
I don't
do
really
it.
want to go into the real one too much, but I have had a gun pulled on me. So
Wow.
that didn't occur to me until I was thinking about this
same.
question, right? Exactly. So I'll go into the jokey one, which I was going to say. I aggressively went after my 5 o'clock shadow, much like a Dan Hedaya, I can only guess had to take care of because when I was a kid, Dan Hedaya was a cast member of Cheers. He played Nick Tortelli, and I'm half Italian. And so I was concerned as a teenager whose facial hair started to come in and realizing that it was, creeping up my cheek. And I thought, oh my God, am I going to look like this man that I'm going to have this Fred Flintstone 5 o'clock shadow when I get older? So I would always be concerned that if I didn't maintain that, maybe I would get a Dan Hedaya style.
That's funny.
Beard.
Well, you could always. I feel like the worst thing is getting the attempted Paul Rudd goatee.
Oh my God, yeah,
that was bad.
Not good.
I had a goatee in the 90s. Actually, I had just like a chin goatee, probably maybe around the time I met you, but definitely before we were together. Yeah, but kind of like Shaggy and Scooby Doo. I had it like right on my chin.
I had a similar thing in my 20s where yeah, it's not a good look.
And I have done. I will say that I wanted my dad to eat healthier. My parents were European and Polish. And so my dad had big opinions of food and I would try to modernize him. And he would like make fun of eating salad and things like that, which obviously he ate plenty of vegetables in Europe. But I think he became in his mind so Americanized that he wanted to just eat
Arby's, right?
Yes, he loved an Arby's. But anyway, so that's what I was very much like that kind of like daughter of like thinking of my dad's health. So
that's really sweet.
Yeah.
Good doings.
Yes.
We try.
Yeah.
I have tried to arrange car journeys home so I can like be with the person I have a crush on.
Wow.
Like
classic move.
And it's worked for me. It didn't work out so well for Cher.
I definitely drove people home like way out of my way several times for that reason.
Yeah, as someone who couldn't drive, I've been driven home out of like, but like not driven home. I've been driven to a place where I can then get a worse train than I was gonna get before.
Oh, that's funny.
Because I was like, now I get to spend time with my lady.
A true romantic.
Yeah,
I don't think I ever did that.
it is romantic.
Shall we rom-com braid out?
Yes.
Yeah.
So the rom-com braid out is a scientifically proven method on how to rate rom-coms. It is 2 parts with mini sections inside. The first part is 3 different sections rated out of 5. That's lead/chemistry, supporting characters, and plot. The second part is the rom-com scale, which is a 0 to 100 scale, rating whether the film is more romantic or more comedic. If it's a 0, it's more romantic. If it's 100, it's more comedic. And if it's 50, it's the ultimate balance of rom and com. Shall we begin?
Yes.
At lead/chemistry out of 5.
Yeah, I'm interested in your score, Rachel.
I know, because okay, I have to preface this. Oh, I guess I have to go in order. I won't jump the gun. Okay, so lead chemistry. Don't be mad, but I'm going to say like a 2.75.
Oh,
I
wow.
know. So sorry. Don't worry. My scores are going to be really high for everything else.
Eddie, what do you think?
I'm going to go higher. I'll go with 3.75. I actually do think they have chemistry, and I enjoy it.
Mhm.
But it's not like smoldering chemistry, right?
No.
Right.
But it's sweet.
Yeah.
It is sweet.
Yeah. It's a
Very
4
sweet.
for me.
Yeah, I said 4. I think I just wanted a little bit more
Yeah.
of him yearning. Like we got a
Yeah.
little bit of it.
Yeah.
I needed a little bit more.
Yeah.
Yeah. Agreed.
I completely agree there. But I
Mhm.
think what we do have is very nice.
Yeah.
It is very nice. And the kiss is like a 10 anyway. I know we're not talking about it, but I just have to put that in alongside of my 2.75 is the kiss is a 10.
That's
10 out of
important.
10.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
Amy Heckerling said that she was pretty sure the DOP was like really fed up with her by the time they finished the kiss because she was so specific. She was like, it needs to look excellent. He needs to look great.
It's so good. It's so good.
I love that whole wedding section, actually.
Mm.
Though I
Yeah.
think it's really funny where it tries to do the fake out that it's
Yes.
her wedding.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the guy at the alternate is not Wallace Shawn. It's like from the long shot, you can see it's a guy with
Oh.
like dark hair, and then it cuts, and you
Oh.
can see
Oh,
it's
that's
Wallace
funny.
Shawn. It's like a taller guy as well. So,
That's funny.
But then the girl does look more like Twink Kaplan. So I'm like,
Right,
what are
right.
you trying to pull here? These stand-ins do
It
not
works.
work for you. So supporting characters.
I'm a 5, like
Right?
5 for
It's
sure.
gotta be a
Yeah,
5.
5. Yeah, 5.
Yeah, it can't be anything but a 5.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
perfect.
Yeah.
I think just there's not a single one where I'm like, you again.
Mhm.
Nope.
Even the
Not
ones
at
that
all.
don't get much time, like Summer. I'd happily spend more time with Summer.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Um,
Amber.
Amber's great.
I mean, even just for Ty,
Yeah.
like 5,
Oh,
like on
yeah.
her own.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
I can't believe we've got this deep into the episode and we've not said you're a virgin who can't drive.
Yeah.
I know.
Which I think is the second most cutting quote we have in this series, because the other one is from Bridget Jones, which is, I thought you said she was thin. Like, I think the two most cutting things anyone has ever said in a rom-com.
Yeah, way harsh, Ty.
What I like about it though is it's not actually. I know it's meant to be mean, but it's not mean. It's just facts.
No.
It's like she's a virgin and
It's
she
true.
can't drive. Like
She's
there really
speaking the
isn't any.
truth.
You're not like really attacking any
It's funny because it's true.
any
Yeah.
bad characters. It's just data. So I like it because it's not really an insult.
Right.
That's why it's cutting.
Yeah.
Like, you got to say stuff that's true if you want to really get them.
Yeah.
Like, I remember at school, I had a friend who was kind of like mocking me mercilessly.
Mhm.
And just out of nowhere, to stop him doing it, I just said, well, at least my parents aren't divorced. and shut the boy up so quickly. And I think it's on the same level as you're just a virgin who
Right.
can't drive.
Oh my goodness.
Good Lord. Well, it sounds like they deserved it, but ouch.
Yeah, they might have deserved it. But yeah,
I
right.
mean, like, I was
Zing.
I was probably
Zing.
like 14, and I was like, didn't really consider what that could mean.
Wow.
Yeah, I think he was making fun of my parents. I think I just went back with that one. Plot.
Oh, 5.
Yeah, I'm on a 5.
I
on
said
this.
5.
I'm trying to think what would I was like, what could I come up with that would bring it down from a 5?
Mm-hmm.
I really can't. It all works. I'll give it a 5.
The fact that it fits so much stuff in and it's never messy, you never lose track of anything.
No.
Mm-hmm.
It's so impressive.
And it
I
rounds it
know.
up so beautifully at that wedding as well.
Mm.
Like, it ties up any sort of loose ends there. You've got all the girls with the guys, and you've
Mhm.
got like the resolution between Miss Geist and
Yep.
Mr. Hall.
Very Austin that
Yeah.
everyone's
Yeah.
like paired up at the end.
Right.
Oh, and plot is hard. As someone who writes, I think plot is hard. I find
Mm.
dialogue easy.
Yeah.
Mm,
Maybe it isn't for some writers, but I find plot hard.
mm.
And so a good plot is very tricky. It's like, very architectural.
I'm with you, Eddie. I
Mm.
can write dialogue for days, but to have it actually attached to something of interest is
Right, but what is happening?
And that twists, that turns, that surprises, but makes sense. And,
Yeah.
it's a lot of
Yeah,
things in
like,
balance.
as Nora described, like, it's one of the best screenplays. I mean, it's down to that cast, but it's also down to Amy Heckerling, who really knocks it out of the park.
I
with this
mean,
one.
just a master.
It is wild to me that she didn't get a movie off this immediately. I mean, she does the Clueless TV series, but she doesn't make a movie for another 5 years, and it's Loser, which is not perfect.
I actually haven't seen it, but yeah, it is surprising, and I wonder why. I mean, there's always just, when you're navigating a career, it's like sometimes you're chasing something and then it just doesn't end up happening. It's like, obviously she would have had heat coming off of this movie, but maybe she was trying to get something off the ground that didn't pan out for one reason or another. But it's interesting that you talk about this, because as writer and director, we should be revering this piece of work. And I think she gets the short shrift in terms, in relation to a lot of male writer directors. She should be up there for this one. This is a classic.
I agree.
Oh yeah.
Well, so it was nominated by the Writers Guild of America for Best Screenplay, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it was nominated alongside Aaron Sorkin.
Right.
And I feel like that is the level that this screenplay is at.
Yeah, I think it's better. I think his stuff is a little too stagey sometimes. I could see the words on the page.
Yeah.
You and I could have chats.
I guess so. Yeah, I don't see the words on the page ever in this movie.
Yeah, it's one of those ones. It kind of defies belief almost. It's almost like she broke a one-wish willow and wished to have the ultimate teen movie.
How topical.
But I mean, Fast Times, I would say that also. So that the fact that both of those exist under the helm of the same director is amazing. Magic.
So our rom-com scale, 0 to 100. I'm at a 50.
Okay,
I could
rom-com?
lean a little bit more towards comedy. But the thing is, I do love the romance in this movie, and not just the Cher and Josh romance. I love her discovering her romance with Christian, and I love her seeking romance for Ty as well. Ty's romance with Travis, the way it starts. I love their meet cute in the lunch line, just chatting about Marvin and the Martian.
And her drawings and him looking at her drawings. I think that's lovely.
The dick move of him to be like, did you trace this? She's an artist.
Well, because it's so good, he's mesmerized by her talent. He can't even envision someone came up with that from scratch.
I don't know. I just feel like, just give her credit, man. Just give her credit.
I'll just throw in here that when I was in middle school, people would always do band logos. They would be trying to get the perfect band logo on your notebook. And I had a kid who took my notebook during math class, and he was meticulously trying to do the logo for the Doors, the band The Doors. And at the end of class, I got my notebook back, and I realized he had spelled the T-E-H.
Oh my God.
He hadn't finished the Doors either, hadn't finished the word Doors, so it said Ted Do, but in the perfect Doors really logo font. So,
I mean, that would be a perfect cover band.
Ted Do?
Ted Do.
Yeah.
Totally.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the stage, Ted Do.
I'm going to go, unless someone wants to go first. Do you want to go first on your scale? No, go.
Well, I was just going to pick up from where you left off, actually, and say, I actually am going to give it a 60. But for me, again, going back, closure. I want more calm than rom, or enjoy. Yeah. I'll say I enjoy more calm than rom. Actually, and in this film, the balance works for me. I do think there is less rom. You could have more rom, but I'm enjoying all the comedy. I think the comedy's crackerjack, and so 60, and it's all good with me.
Yeah. There's there's so few jokes that fall flat in this as well. It's it is laugh out loud.
I also went 60.
You went 60?
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to go 68. I'll go 68.
68.
Yep. I mean, the calm is perfection, and the rom, there's a lot of lovely rom in it. But if I'm focusing on the two main characters, okay, 68 is mine.
Beautiful. Eddie and Rachel, thank you so much for coming.
Thank you. This was a
thank
blast.
you.
So fun. And but this is our first joint podcast appearance.
Right. We've
ever.
never done a podcast together
Nope.
before.
Oh, I love that. Yeah, this has been an absolute privilege.
Yeah.
Thank
we
you.
couldn't have
It's really
asked
fun for us.
for anything nicer, and we did ask for you guys.
Well, thank you.
Thank you for staying after
Thank you
us,
for
you know?
right.
Yeah,
thank you for
appreciate it.
asking, and this was really just a joy.
Yeah. Had a great time.
Is there anything you two would like to plug?
Yeah. I mean, you know,
You have a documentary coming out.
yeah, I have a documentary coming out about the true story behind BlackBerry, but it doesn't have release date quite just yet. But look for that
Mhm.
at some point soon. And then, it's actually, I made it for Mark Wahlberg's company, Unrealistic Ideas. So
Oh,
Clueless
they talk
tie-in, they reference Marky
Marky
Mark.
Mark.
There you go.
I
There's
know.
another,
Did you get him to plant a
another
tree?
point. Yeah.
Just hire a gardener.
But I would say,
That's such a funny.
yeah, you could see stuff that I've done on Netflix and HBO, and I'm particular to a show I did called Good One, a show about jokes for Peacock or Sky, and now throughout Europe, which is about the craft of comedy, the sort of the work involved with comedy, but also the personal aspects of comedy and how the comedy sausage gets made. So that was with Mike Birbiglia, who's master storyteller.
One of my all-time
Seth
favorite
Meyers.
comedians, Mike
So-
Birbiglia.
He was well, then you should watch it.
Yeah.
You'll enjoy this. You get to see how he works his magic.
Didn't you say it made a list of like best comedy specials, even though it's not technically a comedy special?
You're right. There's comedy in it, but it's sort of part of the documenting. But yeah, NPR, National Public Radio, named it one of the 5 top stand-up specials of 2024, which I was really proud of because I wanted it to be a funny doc about comedy. It would be tragic if it weren't
Right.
funny.
It was great.
So,
That's amazing.
It was
and
great.
yeah.
And me, I, was very, very lucky to be like a consistently working production designer in Hollywood, and Hollywood has really taken a crazy hit. So I am looking for my next series, but I hope, and I'm, I can go anywhere, but I just feel so much for the very talented craftspeople of Hollywood. And I hope some shows come back so that way everyone can be gainfully employed, because the talent pool is immense here, and it's it's wild to be at Warner Brothers, and like not every soundstage is filled with an actual TV show or all the things that were happening just 3-4 years ago. You couldn't get sound stages, like it was so oversaturated, and now for everybody else that is looking for work. So I wish for work for everyone. That's my plug. And in the meantime, I'm looking for my next great show or feature. So
I wish I could hire you, but I have no money.
For real. This has been Rom Met Com. You can find us on Instagram, Threads, and TikTok at Rom Met Com. There are links there to the Vanity Fair article, our letterboxd, anything else that we found and want to share. You can DM us or send us an email at mail@winrommet.com.
Get it?
We'd love to hear your thoughts on the films, what rom-coms you think we should cover, your best would-dos, wouldn't-dos, and have-dones, or literally anything else you'd like to tell us, because podcasting gets lonely, so please slide into our DMs. If you've had a nice time today, please consider leaving a review or following us wherever you get your podcasts. It takes about 0.2 seconds to click a little 5-star on Apple or on Spotify, and that's super helpful for us. And if you'd like to support the future of the show so that one day we can do an episode on the Clueless TV show,
Or the tall guy.
Ooh. Shit. Eddie coming in with the tall guy. Well, now we got to do it, and we
Yeah.
got to have you back for the tall guy.
There we go. Yeah, we'll call you back for that one.
Okay.
If you want that to happen, you can leave us a tip on our Ko-Fi. Next time, we will be discussing number 2, You've Got Mail. Thanks for listening. And remember, we don't hate you. Not even a little bit. Not even at all. See you next time.
Bye.